Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Brittany, your friendly plant-loving internet stranger, back with another video. Today I am finally putting together my grow box. I've been talking about this grow box for several months, and I actually purchased a few boxes to use as the grow box and messed up because I got the wrong lids. But it's fine. I have a box that I want to use, and I've gone ahead and washed it out, sterilized it, wiped it down with alcohol, and I am ready to get these plants in here. To assemble this box, I am going to be placing this sphagnum moss into the box. So this small block of sphagnum moss is like all compressed into this little brick here. It will expand when you put it in water. And this one will create 25 quarts of sphagnum moss. So I don't need 25 quarts worth of this right now. So what I'm gonna do is like chop off a piece of it. And I highly recommend that if you don't need a full container of this stuff and you don't wanna have it already expanded and have to worry about storing it or it molding on you, then definitely only break off or cut off what you need in that moment and just kind of add more if you need it. I'm gonna get this all expanded into my container. This is a larger box that I have, and I had this just kind of like around the house with some random stuff in it. And so I thought it was such a good box in that it was clear. And ideally, if you're gonna do a greenhouse box, you wanna get a box that is like clear all the way around. And what I mean by that is the lid is not opaque. I mistakenly grabbed some other Sterilite boxes like shoe containers, and the lids are white. I didn't set the box up because I didn't know if it would work. My thing is, you know, if I'm going to put this, if I'm going to create this grow box, I want light to be able to penetrate the box through all sides, including the top. And it seemed less likely that the plants would do well if I put it in a grow box that has an opaque top, as opposed to this box that I'm using that is basically clear and transparent all the way around. I've also cut pieces of plants that I want to salvage, some plants that I hope will do well in this grow box. And I have those all together. It was a few sets of string of pearls. I have my zigzag cactus that I want to see if I can grow in this box. I also have some succulent pieces in addition to a stalk from a ZZ plant, a raven ZZ plant. So I'm going to try to propagate that. And usually with the ZZ plants, they don't like to be submerged in water. Like you can't really just like cut a stem and leave it in water. I'm gonna see how that one works and if I'm able to propagate it from just leaves. I also have a couple of leaves from like my philodendron micin and my philodendron Brazil, maybe a couple of pothos leaves that are pretty substantial and haven't like shriveled up yet, but they just fell off of the plants when I was moving them around or when I was watering them. And just for the sake of an experiment, I want to see if they'll grow inside of this box. I also have my philodendron Florida green pieces that I am going to attempt to propagate in this box as well. This is a larger box that I have. Once I get everything arranged the way I want it, I'm going to put the top on it, and I'm going to put it in a place where it is going to get overhead artificial light. I'll check back in a couple of weeks to see how things are going. I will say with this whole grow box experiment, I am a little nervous about putting some of the tropical plants in the box with the succulents. I've seen people take the succulent leaves and like lay them out on soil and spritz them with water, and eventually they will start to propagate themselves that way. So I'm hoping that they'll be okay in this box. If you overwater succulents, this has happened with my string of pearls also. The pearls or the succulent leaves get really mushy. That is not what I want. So I'm gonna try to maintain the moisture as best I can. So hopefully this works well and they can all coexist peacefully without anybody becoming moldy or mushy. I'm especially curious to see how the ZZ plant and the Florida green will fare in this box, because those have been challenging to propagate. I lost some stems from my Florida green the last time I restaked it and treated it, and I attempted to propagate those pieces in water, and they've just now, one of them actually has just now started to develop roots. And I've had that plant in water for literal months and nothing was happening. I did not think the plant was going to survive, but I just looked at it the other day and it has roots now. Someone left a comment a little while ago in a video where I was addressing the Florida green, and they said that they were successfully able to propagate their Florida green in sphagnum moss. So we're gonna see if that works. I think I'm actually gonna pull some of the Florida green pieces I have currently in water and put those in this grow box as well. And because this is a larger grow box, my hope is that as these plants develop roots within this sphagnum moss, they will continue to grow up and they'll actually have space to grow and get taller without being, you know, smushed or confined to a smaller box. So we're gonna test this out. That's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.